pick a support, but this could be the Blitzcrank again.
Do it. Yes, he's gonna do it again.
In this situation, if he's gonna opt towards a melee mid to pair up, maybe something like the Silas could be a possibility. Actually go in for the Veigar instead.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely some nice range and some nice poke options there from the side of Kwangdong Freaks, whereas we're getting down and dirty here on the side of KT. But guys, game number 1 is all loaded up. Let's hop into the Rift for that game number 1. And now, already...
you're a bit overextended there.
In a rough spot, you're going to get flashed on. Moham going to get grabbed in as well, and that is such an easy first blood. Handed over to Cuz in the bottom lane.
Yeah, really smart move from Cuz, and really good setup from Lehens. Flashes for the knockup, doesn't allow Moham to even flash, and then because it's a melee champion in the support role, you stack up that Sejuani passive. There was just nothing you could do.
And aiming, we actually saw there off camera, we saw the very end of it, but he actually rocketed Taeyun to stop his back, so might mess with the timing of that one as a nice little play will happen onto BDD, who's now looking to get this going onto Moham, does throw the ult in, but Moham just kind of walks away. Lehens is so threatening on this Blitzcrank as, okay, Rocket gonna come in as, yeah, looks like they do want to challenge here, but should be Youngjae getting the smite, but let's see, in he goes, but no, it is gonna go the way of Youngjae, I believe, as they're just trying to turn onto Youngjae either way. Big silence onto multiple members, as down will go the Wukong. Dudu now on the run, has the Mega Gnar. Yeah, going to be a big objective this early on. As, by the way, Lehens is in the top lane, as it feels like even Jonas Strong didn't expect that one.
This is the problem. You know, they are starting to punish in the bot lane, get some plates, but when Lehens is free to roam,
ult is down, so...
Quite fortunate he was able to take it, and it's a Hex Flash again! The tech coming in from Lehens.
It's a great rune, and he just gets in there, tanks it all up. Keen barely has to do anything. I'm gonna go for it. He has flash, right?
Yeah, pretty straightforwards. I think that's a thing as well. Just...
Oh, the hook over the wall! Oh no! As Youngjae gonna get stunned up, does get over the wall with his Warrior Trickster, but the flash and ult, Cuz not gonna miss that one. Recently, strangely enough, it's been like Ocean and Hextech, at least in Challengers. Let's take another look here. Pretty straightforward.
What you can do. Like, Kwangdong are losing control of this game. Nice. It might get worse.
Okay, this looks kind of weird for KT, I think, but they're just going to kill Moham as there's nowhere for him to go. Rocket to the faces, down goes the Blitz, and now we've got everybody in the bottom lane with a couple of TPs. It's a double kill now for the Jinxes. Even Taeyun's getting out of this one. We might just have a 4-kill side for the side of KT here as the cage goes down on the turret. And that is going to be the end. 3 kills fed over to the Jinx.
But Kwangdong have at least brought members to defend.
Yeah, I mean, they have 4 people here. They still could try to go for this, but Taeyun holding on to the cleanses. Look at how tanky Cuz is. This is ridiculous. As he finally goes down and gives the shutdown to Taeyun of all people. What do you think? Cosmic Drive next? A little burst damage in there?
Get the full combo, get all the AP.
Look at that. Flash on in. Lehens is not scared to trade flashes with the enemy AD carry. In fact, he would love to do that.
You know, he doesn't see it as losing his...
Okay, that is a very scary Croc on top of Dudu here as the sun comes in, and a Rocket is going to Rocket aiming ahead once again. He is now 4-0.
And he is not going to be pretty.
Taeyun's also, like, you know, a couple items away from his IE, right? A couple components as they do step up to the side of KT, who are just throwing down everything into Bulldog. Grab going to miss.
A lot been. I feel like surely at this point, Kwangdong should say, okay, it's just an Ocean Dragon. Let it go.
Oh, man. Taeyun, he has cleanse, elects not to use it there as they throw something in onto Moham. The grab comes in, and that is the most deadlocks we have seen in a long time.
KT, they can just back away and keep burning those Scryers until there's not left.
They could, but a little bit, Cuz is going to go in by himself, and yes, he is extremely tanky. He's locked down for what feels about like 2 hours, as in the side lane, Dudu's not winning these anymore, as he might even die. So close as a flash over the wall, and Kane is going to put him in the death chamber. and I guess now Lehens doesn't have his, right? Well, we're just going to turn here onto Moham, who now he's going to have to burn his flash.
That's not your side of the map, by the way, Moham. Those aren't your towers.
But look at this. He is calculatively, that's not a word, but he's going to allow his team to get the objective bounty in mid. What a play.
Weird. Get a tier 1 as well. I'm sure when that passage of play started, Moham thought, this is how it'll go.
Oh, this is a lot of damage on Akeen, and this is what I was talking about. You get CC'd on the side of KT as well. You will be burned down. And also, you know, play seal caps here on Keen. That's now, okay, they are going to play for this Ocean Soul. They feel like it is valuable enough to just play straight up on this one, set up on this, and look for picks. As there's the pick onto the Wukong, as he cannot even Warrior Trickster. The CC to 100 to 0. And what are you going to do is now the front line is just taking Sedge ults to the face, as they will have to give away this Ocean Soul.
And I think it's pretty simple what to do after that. Jungler dead for another 30 seconds. I think they go to the purple whim.
There are ways. As there's the hook, and that is a dead Bulldog. And just like that, especially from ahead, as, oh yeah, just flashing forward. Sure, why not, BDD? He's like, this game isn't about me, but I'm going to make it about me. As he really wants to end this game on this Baron push.
I think they hit critical mass at this point, and not really much. With both of your carries down, Kwangdong just have to give this one up.
They're going to try to make a last stand here as the cage comes down. Moham's trying to bind something. He's got a stopwatch at least, but yeah, just going to be free food for the side of Aiming, who has now gone legendary. Dudu here on the edge of the event horizon also goes in the hands of BDD, as they are now just farming Kwangdong underneath their Nexus. As, yeah, they're really just waiting for another hook, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, maybe they wait for Taeyun to come up, because it's kind of hard to get the Wukong.
Come on, guys. All right, down goes the Nexus. 17-3, the kill score, as KT will take game number 1. One thing led to another, and all of a sudden, KT ended up winning the game, just like that.
Yeah, as, they killed the enemy Nexus, and that was enough. You don't think you want to pick it blind, right? Potentially into Jace or something else?
Oh, man, he's going to do it.
Well, it looks like you're wrong, Valdez. This is the perfect spot for it.
You have a look. Yeah, it's enough. Yeah.
That's, you know, Jace E, I think, in melee form does magic damage.
Hey, there you go.
They've got plenty, but they do have to go for the clear in this situation, and this is a bit concerning because we talked about the bot lane when you have like Jinx plus engage support into Kate Lux.
As Kate Lux this time in the hands of Aiming and Lehens. Curious to see how they perform on that as we hop onto the Rift for game number 2. The 3 that you get with that early longsword. Uh-oh. Oh, man, the binding in there, but doesn't look like trap available yet for Aiming.
Hence wanted to go for that. He wanted to flash in. Don't think he's running Hex Flash on Lux.
Well, they're trying to beat this one in, and it might actually work as we have Cuz in the bottom side. Level 3 Wukong gank as another binding comes in, and Taeyun not able to trade it back. That is a double kill for Cuz in the bottom lane.
Wasn't even a hard cleanup.
야,
that was so...
심파 띄워, 우찬아.
Yeah, pretty nice play there, and Keen doing well in this.
Oh, there's the engage. The choppers come down. Lehens does not have flash. He is looking pretty doomed here, but the damage to the Guardian so much is keeping him alive, but they will take him down in the end.
This is such an easy setup. Dudu has the flash.
Yeah, and they're going to get Keen to commit here. As just waiting for it. Stun should layer in. Keen not even going to flash. He says, well, there's nothing I can do about that.
I do think... dive from in.
And we do have flash available now, but the dominance and the damage might just be too much onto Keen as he is pretty low, and now he's going to flash. But a couple of autos will get the job done, as meanwhile in the bottom side, they see Young Jae up top as they are just shelling into Taeyun, who is incredibly low. They're going to play it slowly. As, we got some ultimating down in the bottom side with the Solar Flare. As will they eventually take down Moham is the question, as Taeyun's going to pick up the shutdown onto the Wukong. But they will be able to trade back the kill onto Aiming at least.
And now,
oh man, this Lux is so dead. I mean, you're just not going to be able to get away from that once you get hit by the first piece of CC. Stands. There were 3 other better souls they could have had. As Moham in a rough spot, he's tanking up a lot, goes forward, as a ton of damage comes out from the rocket, and here is Dudu. He is massive, as now the Aurelion Soul will not be able to pick up the kill, but they do get the kill anyway, as now
They're trapped.
threatening in the bottom side. Nice binding, as Aiming might be able to get out here, but guess what? This dragon, he can glide pretty fast. Not going to be able to pick up the kill, though, as Lehens is just going to be food.
Yeah, I don't think he defends this. Good luck, Lehens. He got Pog last game. If he defends this, he'd probably get it this game, but yeah, no chance.
Yeah. It's going to be pretty close, but I think Taeyoon's got it. Just ramping up there, and that is going to be a trade of turrets, but first turret blood to Kwangdo.
It's not quite that a Swift Wind will take it down, but a couple of autos probably will do the job.
Uh-oh. Getting glided on. What up? Lehens has to flash away. He's even getting pulled into that, and now he doesn't have flash. This Lux is just sadness on the Rift.
It hasn't really been about the Kate. The Lux hasn't looked too hot, I think. The engaged champions kind of making it hard, and now they're looking for Dudu.
Okay, probably should be able to get him down, as the amount of CC is insane. The Gore Drinker value is also ridiculous, but still is going to be a kill over to Keen.
They let Bulldog pick a soul, and then they let him farm, which is, you can't let him
Moham, that 6% tenacity not helping him out today. Down he goes. BDD gonna take out the Leona.
Safe to say.
Yeah, Tenacious D, Tenacious Dragon. Here's Bulldog. He is just running he's just gliding on Aiming, and he will get the kill. It's 2-0 and 2 now. You're not getting away from that one without flash.
I can't believe that worked. And the damage reduction, and we're gonna see this.
Said, I'm gonna glide.
Yep, and he just points it, and that's about it. And yeah, I mean,
야, 공 쐈어, 태용아.
pretty nice ult cover as well. Yeah, just to get him low enough. But
잡을만 한데?
I mean, they Sol could have just finished it off as well. It's guaranteed.
So you're one of them, I guess. Taeyoon in a lot of trouble as, yeah, he tries to flash, but he still can't get away. And even if Aiming didn't get the kill, BDD was right there. As Kwangdong, they really need to not get picked off in these weird spots. They're giving KTs chances back into the game. As now, we're going to ult on top of Cuz, but he's just going to flash to avoid it, as now Bulldog will have to flash away, and Kwangdong, they're losing everything. Their lives, their flashes. Moham is thrown to the wolves.
Oh, he's got him!
Yeah, he's got him. Flash over the wall. That's 3 kills now. And now they can just take the objective. How did this happen?
The game looks so good.
It's not really a lot nice to say right now about that decision, as Kwangdong still on the run. They try to get the mid-tier 2, and Dudu might have to pay for it with this flash, and that's another one that's gone, and he might even still die. He's got a big blast clone. Thankfully, that's in the game, so he can escape, and we can deny more action. Youngjae still on the run, as he's not getting out here, I don't believe, as BDD on the chase. Cuz is so fast, and actually he's going to go away. So that is 5 flashes, every single one taken away from Kwang. Yeah. Oh boy. Well, Moham trying to get some warding done, but you're getting pushed in by Baron buff right now. Dudu's in the top lane, and they were not going for a team fight. Looks like Moham just got caught somewhere in his own jungle, as now the poke is insane, and they can just dive. Taeyoon is dead again! And that is the end of the Jinx and the end of the Aurelion Soul. It's looking like here as the rocks are being thrown out, he will just barely survive. Youngjae's down too, so much for being super tanky. They are just in the base and looking to end it.
You give them an inch and they'll take a mile. KT, it looked like the game was getting out of their control, and they have brought it back, looking for the 2-0. But Dudu's here to try and make this final defense with the dragon at his back. Yeah,
Aurelion Soul makes this pretty difficult, but not difficult enough. I think they still have it, and oh man, the binding lands onto Dudu, and he's just gonna burn down as Aiming gets the shot in. Maybe it's his own. Oh. Nice little burst damage onto Youngjae. Talia, not the champ she used to be, but still, it hurts.
Those a fair bit. Yeah, I think Youngjae has a blue as well.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
They're just getting in there. They're just pulling the trigger as BDD stands on the choppers, doesn't care. As the ult comes in and it hits the shields. And that's it. Hits the shields, and that is going to be the end of the ultimate. Bulldog is dead. He's got a stopwatch and a dream. As Singularity not able to get any executions. A clean ace as KT will be taking the 2-0 tonight.
Yeah, I expected a bit more when that ult came in. I think maybe the 6% heal and shield power.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, KT, they needed this 2-0. They set it up that they wanted to not just win the series, but crush it, and they do deliver.
Yeah, not the cleanest one, but they get the clean 2-0. Nothing to see here.
Yeah, quite a swing. You can see that. I mean, it just felt like the mid game was going a bit too smoothly, maybe, but when you look at the damage as well, all the carries on the side of KT really performing. And Keen, he had a rough start.
And this is broke, I guess. They already lock in the Talia, so you know you're not walking into, or rather the Veigar, so you know you're not walking into a Silas here if you wanted to play the Gnar into this. We've seen this Olaf hover so much.
I'd love to see it. Darius, another option.
We did see this attempted by Dundon earlier this week into the Renekton. Won't be the Jax instead here. Keen's old favorite. I believe still actually a perfect record on the Jax this season. It fell out of favor.
Yeah, it got nerfed, and then Keen's like, nah, I'm never picking that again.
Yeah.
Just doesn't want to deal with it. Of course, the 2v2 on this top side of the map, because we do have top lane as our key player matchup. 2v2, I think KT definitely win. With the permafrost value that you get, although I might be a little bit biased just because it's so cool that he's played his second game of LCK ever. We'll have to see how it goes, though, in the hands of BDD as we jump onto the Rift here for game number 1. Does have Juhan coming up, exactly. Keen just going to press that Dominus button to see whether he can escape this. Counter-Strike does manage to get the stun, but Keen's just going to turn it. That's a solo kill in a 1v2, and he wants even more, exactly. The Dominus is coming through. Juhan, he's not a warrior, and he's definitely not a trickster. That's a 1v2 double.
Watch this play here. Rascal is so low. He's trying to bait this because the Wukong is here. Keen instantly identifies, okay, Wukong's here. I'm going to ult and actually try to kill this Jax, because if I can kill the Jax, I have enough damage to actually kill this Wukong even through Cyclone. He has bladed steel caps. There's nothing that Juhan can do. He body blocks him here, and the Dominus just burns Juhan down. He just instantly reacts, comes on, and all-ins the Jax that took so much damage.
And now Cuz going to face check the Wukong. More. Oh dear, Rascal in a lot of trouble. He's going to leap strike his way out, and now Cuz in the 1v1 just going to solo kill. Does use the Ghost. Barrel is...
Oh, no.
Grand Entrance, I don't... Yeah, it's going to come back off cooldown now, but
he's dead.
Can just glide over there, and Quickness is going to come through, but Burst Fire will land. Keen does?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Insane to think about.
It is.
No health.
Well, BDD is ghosting towards Beryl and Doctorm. Decent interruption there on the Arctic Assault, but BDD wants more. That is a very dead Xayah. He's like, oh, thanks for that. And Juhan is like, but let's maybe give it a crack.
This time it's a 3v1. Let's see how you can do.
Yeah, there's the Dominus. This is the next test, and he just explodes. Oh, they're going to engage on him one more time. Does get the Wild Growth as Lehens is trying to keep him alive, and now they're going to turn it around. So many buttons used on to the Sejuani, and she is not dead. Juhan going to have to get out of there, aiming, just skating around, having the time of his life. As Fate going to be utilized beautifully there as well from BDD. Rascal gets into the pit, but can they win a fight against this Hextech Soul is the question. The Renekton down already, so it's a 4v5 in DRX's favor, but that Event Horizon just fantastic and aiming. There's not a lot of cooldowns. He flashes so the Blade Caller doesn't hit him. Gorgeously played by the KT-80 carry, and Fate is just being scattered to the wind. There's not going to be too much hope here, and aiming not going to be dashing this time. Cuz might have to lock down the kill as Extendo Beam is going to miss. Just chasing the Talia here as the Winter's Wrath.
Mix with this Talia when she's online.
Oh, that's a Glitch Prison, and we were trying to give DRX a little bit of credit. Juhan, as we come out of the replay, is going to get obliterated. Aiming now just going to unlock himself. Gets the double kill. They're going to be able to take down 4, and that should be the game. Teleports coming in all over the place as the Wild Growth is going to mean that Rascal has no way of changing the fate of DRX in this one. He flashes, he leap strikes, and he counter strikes as well. So it's a lot of striking. However, that is still going to be the ace, and that will be the game here for KT.
Very much a great start in this series. Anyone who was worried, anyone who had the doubt that KT might just mess this one up, they might disappoint us all, at least in this first game, was a very dominant performance here. 13,000 gold to lead.
Oh, Nexus looks really cool with the Event Horizon around it. I like that. Thanks, PDD. Congratulations to KT. They are one step closer to that third place. And honestly, not that bad of one for DRX. Yeah, they got kind of smashed this game, but I don't have as much criticism as I've had for them in other games.
Because this is basically the best blind setup you can have here. The Cassante locked in, the Renekton's off the table. You know you're not dealing with the Kennen. And if you flex this Jace mid, the only way you could do it is with some AP damage, and it's not going to be in the jungle. It's going to be on the top side here. I think this is a really great pick here for Rascal.
This is fantastic.
This I like a little bit less, but it's great with Sejuani.
That's a lot of physical damage.
Into a Cassante.
Yeah.
So not as big of a fan of this one.
Less excited, and they will lock it away. Gwen, big thumbs up.
Yeah, I would have liked the Gwen a lot more here. It solves your damage profile issue. It's a good matchup into the Cassante.
Yone does mixed damage, okay?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Those are my two like Atlas joke response phrases. I guess so and true. True.
But Fate on this Yone is really going to have to get some things done. That permafrost value going to be there in the mid jungle. See whether they can utilize it as we hop into the Rift for game 2.
Some pressure on Barrel. Not going to be able to hold it very well, of course, but just hang out.
Yep. Barrel just eating autos over and over again. There's the polymorph as they just dive on top, and I think Lehens is just dead. Yeah, he is.
That was a Lehens error.
It was. It was definitely a Lehens error as Flash comes out from Barrel. Cuz not going to follow with his. They're starting to creak, and the nuts and bolts are starting to
come
on the roller coaster. On the roller coaster.
I think that's Final Destination 3. As BDD is up here, by the way.
As the Event Horizon is going to come down. It's one of the Final Destinations, and there's the all out. BDD is going to be able to lock down that kill, utilizing the ultimate. Fate now coming on in. I don't know whether he's going to be able to do too much here, as he's taking a lot of damage from Keen, who's now just going to go in, and
so
dear. There's that Event Horizon that we were talking about. It does ult, as Keen's able to lock down the kill, and now Juhan, can you actually kill either of these very low health members is the question. Oh my goodness, the Baleful Strikes are coming in. He avoids the Winter's Wrath, and now Juhan might die as well. The Flash has to come through.
Very concerned here as we're doing it again.
Oh dear. Cuz moving on up, and Rascal, not too many options here. He's going to get thrown back. There's the Vault Breaker as well. Cease and Desist comes in, and Keen tanking up the turret very comfortably.
All over the map right now.
Too many fires. There's too many fires on the map. As Barrel is going to be able to dive forward. Finds aiming there, who does soak this Glacial Prison. He's alive for now, but not for long. Doctor's going to lock that kill down.
So we're going to get something out of it. Okay, hold on, Cuz.
Yeah, Rascal going to flash immediately. Cuz is flashing with him as well. Does he have another Vault Breaker? The answer is yes, but is it going to be enough as the Unbound Soul from Fate gets through the wall? Still walking at the enemy. Event Horizon comes down. Juhan going to find a Glacial Prison. Keen cares so little about that, it's absurd. Wants to try and find an all-out angle.
Juhan is out of there, man. He sees Cuz and he's like, I'm not a part of this.
Are you afraid of inhibitor turrets, Keen?
No.
Well, we're going to get another charge. And
riskier for their comp, but might from behind be really helpful as Cuz will have the flash. TP.
But now he's going straight back in again. That is Wild Growth. Barrel is just CC'd forever and to death. As Keen diving on top of Juhan, they want to take down this jungler, and I think he's just gonna die. Does get polymorph for what feels like a universe of time. Universe is not a measurement of time. However, they are now going to be able to head over towards this Baron. And with Juhan dead, there's not going to be a whole lot the DRX can do about it.
Rascal here now, but it's way too late. You've already lost your jungler. Where are you going?
Oh dear, Fate is going to unseal the Fate, but Lehens is going to flash immediately out of the way of it. As the polymorph comes through, not quite able to activate the Event Horizon to get the stun, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway. As could be a bit of a shooting gallery here, but the turn from Keen is going to come through. He is not immortal, or is he? Never mind, maybe he is. Rascal's going to be taken down extraordinarily low. Cassante does die. I repeat, Cassante does die, and Aiming is able to get that extender beam over the top. The Baron has been picked up here as decent blade call. But BDD says, take a cue to the face.
They are just playing so well right now. Like some of the macro plays here you could do against any team. Doesn't matter if it's DRX or not. KT are just pushing their leads better than they normally do, and it's a good look right before playoffs.
Yep, I agree. It's a bit rough, and I also think that like that last play a little bit on Barrel, right? Like I just think that if you get caught out like that, It's not going to work. There is a bit of a split going on here. 2 inhibitors are going to be traded for the bot inhib as now aiming, going to cleanse, gets the wild growth. Can he actually get these autos to work out? And it looks like the answer is going to be yes. Beryl taking down extraordinarily low. Keen finds 2 with his Q. Very nicely played. Didn't mean to rhyme there as Juhan's going to get stunned up. That's another one. And into the backline goes Fate. He manages to get the Zeri. That's real good as we're base racing right now. Rascal actually does a lot of damage, and they're going to commit to it. Oh, I love it. We're going to see whether we can take this one down. All of the base damage is now on BDD, and the Vega, I think, is going to be enough to do it, as there we go, the good old Swift Pan. And that was a lot closer than DRX had any right for it to be in the end.
I think this team has gotten the full package. You talked about playing around topside. Keen, there have been so many meta changes to all of these top picks he's found success with. He's still finding success in a new meta on 13.5.